up, stocks go down. Just want to double check. You can hear me, correct? Yes, yes, great. Okay. Very interesting day setting up. Biden just pisses people off. I mean, you just look. I'm not political, so there's not a political thing. We'll never do political because we don't really care. But to just say you're gonna tax wealthy people and you're gonna go raise corporate taxes to 21%. Let me tell you, if Wall Street believed he could actually get that done to 21%, the market would be down 1,000 points. Not 500 points, 1,000 SPX points. It would be down. Okay? So the market doesn't believe that it'll ever happen. Because you can't just raise taxes and keep the profits the same. That won't happen. Okay? So you just got to understand that. Okay? So, I don't really care. I just care about making money and taxes and whatever, but you have to be aware of what people are telling you. Let's just go raise. Do you think the wealthy people that have paid money are going to go pay money again? They're not going to do that, okay? So just understand that. NVIDIA, what's there to say? It just runs and runs and runs. We told you NVIDIA was at 870, and the 900s were $9. Now they're going to be 50. And it's just going. And does it go to 1,000 here, or does it drop? Now, okay, so I gave you all this stuff. So now let's give you something else. Okay? The VIX expires next week on Wednesday. 2 VIX expirations in a row, the market has cratered huge. I mean, that the two quarters ago, 2 months ago, it dropped like crazy. Remember? It dropped like crazy, 100 points, SPX. Last month, it did it again. Now, no, that's going to happen Wednesday. So do they start it on a Monday, they take it up, and then they take it back down Tuesday, Wednesday, and then back up Thursday? Maybe. I don't know. Once again, we just give you information, we tell you. So be wary of that. That's out there, okay? That's out there. So you have to understand that, okay? So that's next week, okay? So does all this stop into expiration week and then we run again afterward? Maybe, okay? Things that I looked at here. MicroStrategy is at 1,300. The 1,400 calls, 100 points up for next week, are 93. 93. They used to be 30 at the money. At the money, we're 30. At the money now, for next week, at the money now is 125. They're 4x. But for it to go to the 1,400s to go to 93, up 93, it has to go to 1,500 to break even. And you don't make a penny. That's the premium. Yesterday, I talked about premium, and I said the simplest way to know if you should be playing something into earnings is just go to Earnings Whispers and see what they're expected to make. Okay? So if they're expected to make 55 cents like Marvell, then you say, oh, what if Marvell beats by up to $1? Okay. Take that $1 and you times it by 4. And I understand some quarters you make more, some quarters you make less. But as a fast swag, you just say times 4, that's $4, right? And you times it by 30 PE. Okay, it can go up. Now, if you did that to CrowdStrike, and you did that to Zscaler and PanW, you see CrowdStrike is going to make $4, same thing, $1. $4 times it by 40p, it's 160, and look at it come down. Now, it's trading at an insane PE, so if and when the market corrects, and it always corrects, nobody's saying it's going to 10, but it can go down 80, 90 points, okay? So just understand that. You have to understand this stuff, okay? So that's out there. MDB. the CEO was just on, and he said something really dumb. Really, really dumb. He said the companies are still trying to figure out where they get value. Think about this. You have a product, and you're going to go on TV and say the companies are still trying to figure out if they can get value from their product. Jesus, why is this thing not at 300? Maybe 200. Probably should be 200. Okay, so just understand that. Okay, don't pay up on these insane premiums that are trying to get you in. Other pieces of news, Meta, the TikTok thing, they're thinking 2 to 3 months. I don't know. Do they fast track it? What's a fast track? A week, 2 weeks? I don't know. That's why Meta popped. Then Meta dropped. Okay, so interesting again. So just keep an eye on that. That's out there. SMCI was at 1220 pre-market. So now you have a 1226 number. If it gets through there, it rips. NVIDIA was 955 pre-market. So you have a number there. Okay? Carvana has a huge upgrade. 8691 if it squeezes. Okay? PanW goes up for no reason. Just know that. Okay? Interesting. Darian, I just use Twitter. I don't use news sources at all. I use Twitter. Everybody sends it to me. It's the gift of being Sam. Okay? NOW tried to pop yesterday. How about that move? And today, if it can go up again, then you may have a possibility to really run. Okay? And the last thing is Lilly. Kramer did say on the eve, so he knew something. And the FDA came out today and said they need more information. If they would have come out and said they approved it, the Alzheimer's thing, Lilly would have been way up. Now, we didn't really get in yet, so still waiting. So very, very interesting. But that's delayed now. So just understand that, okay? So that's out there. So that's, I think, all the stories that I see out there. Now, you have jobs coming in about a minute or two, and it's going to change everything. So we'll wait a minute or two, and then we'll let's get started, and then we'll come back. Okay? So SPX was up about 2, then it was down about 6. So it's sitting here. You got 51.51. You got 51.28 is a big number down. Hold on. The jobs number is important here because we need to see if they're going to destroy jobs. Okay? How about ASML too? ASML moving. I don't even know what they're expecting on jobs. So let's see what happens here. We'll see what SPX does, and then we'll move it. But interesting. Oh, one other comment while we're waiting on this. The market is moving to winners. All the people on TV that don't understand trading keep saying, "Oh, this hasn't moved yet. I need to go." People are buying the winners. They're buying NVIDIA. They're buying SMCI. Okay? They're not buying things like MDB that misses. I mean, they're not buying things like Marvel. I mean, everybody, let's buy Marvel. It's the next one. It's not. Okay, hold on. 200,000 estimate. I think they're going to do 220. 220. Hold on. Is it coming here? Give me a minute. It is 929. Okay. SPX is down 5. It was up 1. Hold on a sec. These guys, they're just... hold on a second. It isn't here yet. Oh, Coin got an upgrade by Goldman Sachs. Did it come out yet? Here we go. I hear the music, and here are the numbers for the February jobs report. First of all, on revision, we lost nearly 100. What is this guy doing? 275. So less hikes. I mean less cuts, and but it's good for the market. Okay, so that's what we know. That's what we know. We don't care about it. This guy, he's like, oh, let me do a drum roll for 20 minutes because the market's moving and we don't care. Interesting. Okay. SPX little bit better here. It just went positive. If it goes, maybe we hit 5,200, then we drop. Then we go up Monday, we drop Tuesday into that VIX, and then we rip higher. Interesting. Okay, so it's just a scenario. Who knows? We'll evaluate them as they come. Okay. NOW just popped higher. Very nice. And so did SMCI. And then here goes NVIDIA. And SPX is up 10. And we're going to go. Interesting. Nice. Okay. SPX up 10. You had 51.21 is a big number to the downside. Okay. 51.50 and 51.72 up. Avago. Good earnings, but it moved too much. We told you that. Okay. Last time, after it opened here flat, it moved 100. Just information. Okay. So you got 1452, 1500, 1351 down. NVIDIA 956. But here's the thing: do they buy this and do they squeeze this and do they buy this and do they squeeze this to 100 or to 1,000? They just might do that. Okay. Very interesting. ASML, what a day yesterday, 1058, 1072, under 1009. Lam Research, 1,000, 1,009 is a big number, 1,021. Adobe earnings next week. Do they guide up? Do they guide down? You got 603, 661, underneath 501. Carvana, huge upgrade, 86.91. Marvell, 76. No real reason to have this on your screen. I mean, it's a shit stock. They've been shit since I was at Texas Instruments. Okay? I mean, I know people were asking me about it. I put it on there, but it'll come back off. We didn't do nothing with it. PanW, 291, 300, underneath 277, bad. Goldman Sachs, 398, always fails, never runs. AMD, 216, 221, underneath 209. CrowdStrike, 336, 351, under 309. MDB, watch this one. This one may drop under 370. Lilly, no news on the Alzheimer's drug. Isn't that interesting? I mean, kind of scummy by Kramer. He does some scummy stuff. He's a real good guy. I like what he does, but that's scummy to come out and say on the eve of this. How does he know? He knew, and it wasn't out there that there was data. Very interesting, right? Kind of scummy. MicroStrategy, Bitcoin 69. Does it get through? If it gets through, it can really run. Coin. If Bitcoin gets to 70,000 today, this can go to 255, 256. Meta better, 521. SMCI, here it goes again, 1226, 1252. NOW 772, 791, 814. Tesla moving again. How about that 174 on Tesla? It's up 8 off of that. Interesting. We thought it would break. It didn't break. That's what we know. Okay, that's what we know. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat. SPX only up 3. So kind of a non-event. CPI Tuesday. VIX expires. Huge. Just be aware. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.